Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Aquarius. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 12th, 2021. And just a quick heads up for you Patreon people, remember the weekly bonus astrology report will be out here this weekend. And we are doing double readings, which means we are looking at the same 5 categories, but everything gets an extra card. So, what is going on when it comes to the astrology I want to talk about in this installment? Well, this week on the 12th, we have a new moon in Aries, which is, of course, going to be setting up this 2-week window between the 12th and the 26th for a new chapter to open up in our lives. This new moon is actually falling in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, maybe contracts, as well as your peer group and community. And what happens with this new moon is kind of unique because it's also forming a very helpful sextile to Mars, which is in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, parenthood, any kind of personal projects you're trying to work on, and pleasure. And a new moon in your 3rd house is actually opening up an opportunity for you to have a very interesting evolution occur when it comes to community, social contacts, both personal and professional. In fact, there is actually going to be a bit of a burgeoning going on here. You're going to be finding that your social support system, whether it's your personal network or, again, professional network, is going through a big shuffle and evolution. And there is a breakthrough, an opportunity that comes through your 3rd house that actually helps you to clear up a chapter or maybe even have a big breakthrough in your 5th house. So some big development or big shift that's going on with your community, your friends, again, maybe even opening up the world to you a little bit, is allowing you to surmount a challenge or maybe even advance a pursuit in love or in parenthood or anything to do with your love life and your family life that you are trying to create. Whether it's a big hookup going on, right? Somebody actually matchmaking you, or maybe a new love opportunity coming out of your community, or maybe somebody leading you to something that is actually going to be a tremendous asset to your family or to your relationship or your marriage, or possibly even somebody providing a missing piece when it comes to being able to finally get a dream off the page or out of Fantasyland and into reality. As we get on to your cards, for your spiritual themes this week, you have the 3 of Wands reversed and the Ace of Cups upright. And with the 3 of Wands reversed, we're actually seeing this opportunity for you to actually get acquainted with a life that you have been missing out on. And it's kind of interesting because with the 3 of Wands reversed, it could be something that we didn't know we were missing out on, or something we knew we were missing out on, or both. Could be many different areas of life getting activated and illuminated this week. With the 3 of Wands reversed, this could be actually an opportunity for you that comes because we are getting back in touch with either people or pursuits that we've lost touch with, or maybe actually understanding the function and meaning in these connections, in these pursuits, or in these relationships. And you're getting a chance to bring them either back online if it was something, bring them back online, if this was something that we may have almost but never got to realize before, or maybe actually see something that was never allowed to fully substantiate for whatever reason, circumstantial, in your past. Again, getting to see what we might have been missing out on. As we get onto the Ace of Cups upright, it's not just that we see something we've been missing out on, but we have a chance to not only reacquaint ourselves with it, but have it. Because the Ace of Cups is also tearing down a lot of walls, a lot of barriers, a lot of partitions to you actually being able to have the best life possible, especially when it comes to having the best support system, when it comes to the ideal relationships, the ideal, yes, community, as we saw with the new moon in the third house, but also making all ways that we connect with others, have a chance to evolve and become their best and healthiest, deepening bonds with all of our close contacts, clearing away all illusions, opening up opportunities for real, sincere, heartfelt, self-realized connections. And that's a big part of what April is doing for everyone, right? There's this purging of performativity, this purging of compartmentalization. Only that which is truly organic and real is actually getting the boost, right, from these equinox energies that we walked into this month with. And you're going to see what is meant to be, or what something is actually evolving into, as well as where the sincere love and affection is, and get more of it. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, and your finances, you have the Chariot upright and the Knight of Cups reversed. And with the Chariot upright, you are actually having a big opportunity to step into a much more substantial role, whether it is something in your field or something in your current job, or maybe some of you may be finding a hookup to make some kind of big transfer or transition to a more fruitful venture this week. And with the Chariot, this is something that actually elevates you in status and stature, not only among your peers, but also in your community as it relates to maybe clients and customers. A lot of you may be also finding that you are kind of lapping competition, if there is a competitive aspect to your field, to your work, or if you work for yourself, if you own your own business, you may be, getting the jump on the competition in this way. And you're actually making a very, very big name for yourself. And this is generating a lot more liquidity for you. Even when it comes to just the question of money in general, everything is moving on up. As we get to the Knight of Cups reversed, however, I am seeing that this is also going to probably happen at such a pace that you're going to feel almost like you are knocked off balance. And so we want to make sure that we are not letting things like insecurities, stage fright, or maybe unhealthy loyalties within our professional standing, whether it's loyalties we have for other people or things that we are supposed to do, kind of mess us up or throw us off our game. Because the Knight of Cups reverse is indicating there also may be some issues that come up this week in your professional life or in your financial life where there is too much mixing of maybe personal matters and business at the same time as well. People may be actually getting way too attached to each other, or maybe you yourself being nervous about going and stepping out on your own and being put up on stage, being in a more prominent position than you're used to, being more influential than you used to. Be careful not to let those insecurities as well kind of throw you off your game either. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, and maybe other people in your life, you have the Lover's card upright and the Four of Cups upright. And I'm seeing with the Lover's card upright, a lot of you Aquarian people are also going to find that matchmaking energy that we were talking about, the astrology, is really going strong for you in all respects. I'm also seeing that a lot of you are going to be redefining a couple of your closest connections to pull them even closer, because we're seeing a lot of new win-win collaborations, joining of forces going on This could actually be something that proves to be not only advantageous for you and your family, but maybe even something that extends out into business, or maybe even a hookup when it comes to love opportunities. The lovers is also indicating that there's some kind of new line of communication that is opening up, that is actually assisting you and another party with actually settling some kind of old matter or putting an old story into proper context that is actually healing this friendship or this family relationship. I'm also seeing with the Four of Cups that a lot of you are going to be finding that there is a missing piece that maybe you have not been looking at or giving enough attention to, a missing piece of a puzzle that is actually going to arrive this week. But it's a matter that you thought might have actually been a done deal, or a matter that you didn't think was very significant or had any importance or relevance in your life. Somebody is going to actually be giving you some kind of gift, whether it's a material gift or a gift of information, that is actually more crucial to your success than you are giving it credit for. So pay attention to what's coming out this week and how a lot of things are getting brought full circle for you by your friends, by your family, even old contacts, right? Like we said with the Three of Wands reversed, we're seeing what we're missing out on so we can have it, or at least change our relationship with it. As we get on to your challenges this week, you do have the Wheel of Fortune upright and the King of Cups upright. And with the Wheel of Fortune upright, I am seeing that one of the big challenges I think that might be going on is that there is going to be a need for you to let go of control a little bit, because the Wheel of Fortune does require us to allow for things to mature without us maybe trying to micromanage it too much. Now, Aquarian people are not really micromanagers by nature, but I do feel that sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune as a challenge, even you might be finding that things are evolving at such a fast pace, or there are so many environmental and pattern transitions going on, you might be trying to lock things down prematurely. The Wheel of Fortune is indicating that this is a week to make sure that you allow things to develop on their own, right? Before you actually decide to throw in your 2 cents, or maybe try to, again, lock things down in a premature way. The Wheel of Fortune is a challenge to surrender when appropriate. And this is actually something that's working for you. Don't get in the way of things that work for you. In fact, at the King of Cups upright, as another challenge, I am seeing that a lot of you are also going to need to pay attention to where healing needs to go, and where healing is going to occur, especially when it comes to the building of emotional and social bridges. The King of Cups is actually showing up as a repair energy and allowing things to get repaired that maybe we've allowed to stay broken. Maybe we've been thinking about things that need to stay broken, or we don't, just because we don't think it's right to fix them. I'm not talking about healing relationships with people that are clearly toxic and not there for you, or only becoming liabilities. But I'm talking about also healing and release of things that have actually just been painful scars that take up energy, or healing situations that you yourself wish could be better. The King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune are indicating there is a lot of repair work going on in your life. You've got to make sure that you don't over-identify with the scars, or with the pain, or with even the dysfunction that may have actually been a part of that reality. As we get on to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you do have the Three of Pentacles upright, and you have the Six of Pentacles upright. So love is going fantastically this week as well. In fact, with the Three of Pentacles, a lot of you Aquarian people may be meeting people within your own, maybe your own professional community, your own scholastic community. I'm actually seeing group activities being where a lot of you may meet somebody or have an opportunity to actually get something special off the ground. This could also be a lot of you meeting somebody within your own field, or perhaps even somebody that has very similar skills, whether they are artistic skills, maybe even spiritual understanding of the universe. It's very, very similar, maybe not necessarily the same worldview, but maybe the same specs with which they actually experience and observe reality altogether. Because there is also this element of bringing in not only a partner, but a teammate for you single Aquarian people. For those of you who are currently coupled, your partner is definitely going to be getting a lot more involved as well, with that Six of Pentacles upright, starting to actually encourage you to take a chance on, of course, getting back in touch with things that you didn't know you were missing out on. Because the Six of Pentacles is showing up for you coupled Aquarians. You may be finding out a partner is coming into maybe a source for you, whether it's a source of material support or a source of maybe network connections, or maybe something that they can offer of their own to help you achieve a very important dream or a very important task that you feel you need to complete. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.